What's going on, guys? It's your boy DJ. We're actually at an Autocross Day event today, and I'm a bit nervous because this is the first time I'm at MetLife Stadium, and the competition seems fairly stiff. Also, I don't think I'm going to be competing for like anything anyways because this car is not set up for that. But I don't know, I feel a bit antsy today and just a bit nervous in general. We got the family out here as well, but we're going to go on a few runs to see how the car does. Currently, my PSIs are 30 in the front and then 32 at the back. Oil temp seems fine and everything, but otherwise, we're gonna get straight to it. We'll see you on the track. Also today, just because I'm in like that spirit where I feel like I need to like go a bit fast and like, you know, drive pretty fast, this is kind of the song of the day and this is how I'm feeling. Rock and Roll by Pusha T. Like, I don't know, this song gets me going as of recently. So hopefully we can make a good impression out there. Car sticks to the ground. And we do well for our class. So we're currently in DS, which is just stock. It's stock. I don't know what the D stands for at all. Probably should have said that on camera. But I don't know what that stands for at all. I know S means stock, well, or street, and it means you have essentially no modifications for your car. And for this, we don't really have anything. Catback doesn't count, and also the camber bolts don't count. I believe you're also allowed one sway bar and whatever tires. I believe it's 200 tread wear within class, but otherwise I'm just gonna like ball out. We'll see how this car does, but for now I'm gonna just be in the car listening to this music and just chilling the AC. But I will catch you guys on track.
Well, this one's our first run, and this one was pretty shot. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not look over the course enough during the walk through section of the autocross event, and I was just lost to where I was supposed to go, especially in the first part. And like I'm taking corners way too slowly, and even my GoPro's not even adjusted exactly how I want it to be in this video. But this run was just not good whatsoever in my opinion. But you can get a general layout of how the course is laid out. So you have a slalom section, and then you have three big what do you call it, U-turn sections. Actually, it's like three slaloms. It's just slaloms, U-turn, slalom, U-turn, and then zigzag finish. That's how this course is at least laid out, and it was pretty fun. I was struggling to break into the 59s. That's what was my goal for the day, but I never got to it. But it is what it is. This event was fun. Otherwise, I had a great time. It was a blast, and in New Jersey, the competition seems a lot more stiff, and there's more people that I have to deal with that seem like they know what they're doing. But this was my first run. Hope you guys enjoy.
Alright guys, that was the first run, and honestly, what did we do wrong? Well, we got lost on the first section. We got completely lost. I didn't know where I was going. I made a hard right, and I was like, wait, am I supposed to go this way? And I kind of second guessed myself, so it kind of shook out my confidence for going forward and like for the first section of the course until I got to the back part of it, and then I was like, okay, I know my bearings. Plus I was doing I was working on that section, like section 3 or whatever, so I know where everything is and where everyone would go in. But in the first section I was kind of lost, so I didn't know where I was going, and that might be because like I didn't walk the course enough, and also that it was so long ago, so I didn't really have anyone, like any car to look at from the other side to say where I'm going. Also, otherwise, the car feels pretty good. The front end is very hot, so like the tires are sticking, no sense of understeer, at least yet. And the rears actually feel perfect, which is weird, because usually the rears like would step out. It only stepped out a little bit on the last corner, but that's when I was giving it gas, and maybe I wasn't pushing the car enough. But overall, like the car feels pretty good on the autocross track right now. The suspension feels good, and I wasn't getting too much rotation or too little rotation, so I'm happy where the car is right now. So yeah, we'll see you on the next run, and maybe I'll give you an update then or the one after.
Okay, would you believe that this video was supposed to be done about like 2 weeks ago, but I had this smart idea that I could actually use my old camera mic as the recording mic, and the mic battery died, and then I couldn't record the video, and then I just been caught up with school work and everything, so I haven't even been around to at least voice record this video. But I believe this is my second run. I actually just got back from this, but this is my second run, and we're being a bit more confident with the car, and we realize that we know the track more, so we're gonna keep pushing it. and try our best to set a good lap time, unlike the first one. Well, the first one we were just learning the track, so we can't even fault ourselves for that. But this one went a lot better, and as you can see I'm a bit more confident on throttle. Hitting the apex is about the same. I'm not really changing up the lines because I think I already have the ideal line in my head where I want to go. So we're just going to push the car a bit more and see what we can learn from there, and then you'll see in the next section what I do. Also, here I pushed the car a bit too hard. The car was still, the tires weren't as warm as I wanted to, and you can see that I'm sliding right here, and whoop, we just lost it at the finish line, and we take out 2 cones. So it is what it is, but that was fun. Also, I feel like this is just a theme with me in Autocross. My second run, if we go through the other videos in the future, my second run is always my hardest run. I end up spinning. Also, this one I didn't debrief it, so I'm gonna let you guys watch this one. A short little update. I'm actually at school right now, so all the videos are gonna be coming a lot slower. I don't know what I'm gonna do for videos. I have a meet today, so I might record some of the cars on campus. But other than that, the videos are gonna be a bit slower, and I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this one. So, peace.
So we did our second or our third run. The second run, that's the one that I just spun out on. The thing that we didn't do right there, at least, was we didn't push enough on the slalom. We did good everywhere else. We found our braking points, car turned in well, we got to where we needed to be, but we just didn't push enough on the slalom. So what I did and we also spun out at the end and hit a cone. So what I did on this run, well, the last one that you just saw, the third run, was I just gave it a bit more oomph in the slalom area, and I just took it a little bit, toned it a little bit back in the last area before the finish line. Now I think I can push a little bit more in the finish line area because I think I not gave up, but I didn't push the car as much because I felt like I was going to spin. So I think I'm going to push a bit more there. The brakes are starting to get hot, it feels like, and they're not performing. It feels like the front tires don't want to turn in as well, so the front tires are starting to get hot, it seems like, especially in the U-turn section. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put water on the front tires to cool them down a little bit, and then after that we will see where we go from there. Rears feel perfect though, they're not stepping out, so we'll see you in the next run.
Alright, so what I meant right there was, I didn't mean the tires are getting hot like they're getting their optimal temperature. I mean they were over where they should be, they were overheating. So when I would go to turn into the hairpin sometimes, maybe I could release the brakes slightly lighter and bleed them off a bit more. The car felt like it wouldn't turn in, and honestly that was a theme for the rest of the day for me. It felt like anytime I tried to turn in the car, especially in the section that we just passed, the first section specifically, the car just went wide or it just wouldn't want to turn in, so I was just understeering a bit. And there's a few things that you can do to counter understeer. One, you can just mash the gas, but at that point you may actually see you might slide just like I did there and give it a bit too much throttle, but it can help. Or two, you could release the steering real quick, send it back to straight and then try to turn it again. It'll help or understeer a little bit. But it just felt like the car just was not turning in, and honestly the tires that I'm running, they were just 300 tread wear. They're not an autocross tires, so they're just okay tires.
Okay.
Let's see if she can do it.
That was our fourth run, and that was our best run yet, actually. But the car felt kind of weird. It felt not upset, but it felt, I don't know, it felt different. Like it felt like the front end wasn't biting. It could be the front end was really hot or it was really cold. I'm not really sure. I don't think it was up to temperature. I'm gonna be completely honest with you because of the way I cooled it down. So I might have put in too much water. But I pushed it on a bit more on the slalom section. Car is also really hot right now, so like it is at 250 oil temp. So I'm gonna pop the hood and everything after this. But the car feels pretty different. I don't know how to like. It just feels. Something feels like it's off, and it could be because I put too much water and cooled down the tires too much, so now the tires aren't up to temperature. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave the car how it is. I'm just gonna pop the hood and hope for the best. So I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, this was my second best run, or third. I don't remember. It might have been on par with my 8th run of the day or something like that. But this run felt really good. Like I felt like the car was where it should be. I was driving a bit correctly. Correctly, just correctly in general, and I was pushing where I should. This one part right here, I think I understood way too much to that cone, and then it set me up really bad for the entry of this U-turn. And then I just pushed it through the slalom. The car felt really good otherwise. But yeah, I think that's where I really lost a lot of time. Also, I felt like I could brake a bit later. Like over here, I feel like I could trail brake in a bit more on my last run or my next run. But other than that, the car felt really good. It's just mainly stringing everything together. That's what I really just had to do and get my head in the game. But there was a bit more understeer, but as you'll see in the next session, it might be because the tires are really hot, but the track is also getting hot at this point, and right there we just have a slide and we caught it. But yeah, we're gonna have a miracle happen next.
Run number 4. That was done. What could we do better, honestly? It's really hard to say. Like, I feel like I'm hitting my limit at the moment. There is maybe like brake a tad later. The front tires feel a bit okay. They felt better than last time, I'm gonna be honest. We were 2/10 faster about, so we're at a 60.5 instead of a 60.7? I can't do math apparently. But before, like we started out at a 64, so I'm happy with that. The top guy in our group, which is also running a BRZ, as you can see there, he has a 57, but he's on tires and all this other jazz. So I don't expect to catch him unless I have tires. But honestly, oh god, this is not good. We're starting to get rain. This rain. I don't know if it's gonna catch it on the GoPro, but it is raining, so this is a good and a bad thing. Well, actually, no, it's just a bad thing, just because it's raining on our section, meaning the track is going to be cold, and there's going to be less grip because it's wet, and all this other jazz. But the only good thing about it would have been, if this was earlier in my session, I could probably beat the people in my class, because 200 treadwear is not as good on... Yeah, it's not as good in the wet as, like, regular tires. But other than that, like, I guess we're just going to make it a fun run. Hopefully it doesn't get too wet, so we'll see how this goes.
So as you heard, that there's a bit of rain, or it rained a little, so it wasn't enough to like do anything. It was just enough to cool down everything, and I think the tires love that. So this is my best run, so I'm gonna let you guys just enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Alright, this is just a little end section. Thank you guys for watching once again, and also me saying 1/10. It's just that I wanted to break 60 and I was like about 1/10 away, but we'll get him next time. Peace. Have a good one.